I'm at 4704 Kirby Avenue doing a sanitary lateral inspection for the purchase of a home. We're going through the clean out. Just to the left of the front door, you can see, just on the other side of the rose bush. This is the second inspection. The first one, we found a clean out cap, an old clean out cap in the line. And so it looks like there hasn't been any water run in here since then, which hopefully doesn't impede my inspection. There's some dirt since the repair. So hopefully we can get some water in there and see what's going on. So I haven't made it into the pipe. I already made it a lot further than I did last time. As you can see, we can't really see a whole lot. I'm hoping to have a little bit of water here somewhere in the line, if nothing else maybe in the main, because that dirt that's in there didn't get washed out because the house is vacant. And because of that, there's mud down in there that got all over the front of the camera. So, I'm going to push all the way out. If I need to, I'll make multiple passes to make sure we can get this inspected. And there we go. That actually worked. I'm already out in the main. So 73 feet. Good news is, obviously there was no major obstructions. Didn't block my camera from making it, so that's good news already. And now we'll be able to see. Looks like we have concrete pipe there out by the street, which is good, and it's normal for this age of house. So we'll take it slow on the way back. So far, everything looks really good. This is really good. There's a lot of concrete pipe here, so we've pulled back about 30 feet. Looks like we got a little bit of root intrusion here at the base of a turn. Actually, it doesn't really look like root intrusion. It looks like things that have just been caught making the turn. And there's a little tiny bit of root intrusion. It's actually attached to the front of my camera. There's some stuff which may have also fallen down in the line. We've reached some clay, so it's not abnormal to have some clay at this point. And here was the repair made previously. There was a 90-degree turn, PVC turn here. This was mentioned by the seller that she had this done somewhat recently. There's a little bit of root intrusion here. And that's not horrible. It's pretty minor. Like I said, a lot of this is now, let's see, there's a little bit here. Again, this is not, this is pretty normal for a house of this age and this pipe material. But we'll note, I'm going to go back and forth here a couple times and just kind of look at it, because it's not affecting the flow line, it doesn't seem. So I'm going to see 24 feet, 20 to 26 feet here. Trying to see if I can break all this stuff loose with just what my camera is. It looks like I have a lot of it attached to the camera. And there's a little bit of mud build up on some roots there at that connection, at about 20 feet, 19, 20 feet. So we do have some root intrusion, but that's nothing that can't be easily taken care of. It just needs to be cleaned lightly, and maybe use some. Yeah, here's pretty much the biggest spot right here at 12 feet. There's some roots right here above this tree. It's a small tree, but this is, like I said, this isn't abnormal for the age and pipe material, so finding a little bit of roots here isn't a major issue. Now I'm at the clean out, and I think I am pulling back vertical. I am. So, I actually pulled back a good deal of roots, and I'm all the way out. I'm gonna, but that mud got on the front of my camera again. So, basically, and a lot of that came from when they were doing the repair. When they dug it up, just mud gets down in there, and then it caught on some of the roots. But you can see we're back out now. There's some roots for about the first 25 feet. Those are pretty minor as far as the amount and the size of roots and how much of the pipe it was taking up. So I'm going to recommend that this be cleaned. It may be something that they'll be able to come out and do. But these things are not abnormal, and was not a whole lot of roots. It was a pretty minor bit of root intrusion. So I'm going to recommend either some chemical treatment, and in the future you do want, as long as this tree is standing here right next to the clean out, you will continue to get a little bit of root intrusion. Just have to monitor it to see, how fast it's growing. But structurally, the line looked good. The repair looked good, and we made it all the way out to the main. So, if you could get rid of the tree, and then the roots will continue to grow for a short period of time. But you could treat this with either a chemical cleaning or a mechanical cleaning. Mechanical cleaning would probably be your best bet. And then after that, if you wanted to periodically treat the line, say once a year or something with some with a chemical like a Root X or something like that, that would also, that would be a good treatment, just a preventative treatment to try to keep the roots from getting enough to build up and cause a backup. But right now, as long as you use normal materials, I would probably get it cleaned out before. If you're going to have a bunch of people in here, I'd probably have a cleaning done before you move in fully. But the line should be flowing freely, as long as it's just water. You just got to watch when you start putting solids in there that they may catch. But another note I want to make is to never use wet wipes. They do not break down, and so if you use just toilet paper and natural materials, everything should be fine. But again, I'm repeating myself here. As of right now, I'd recommend a cleaning, and then either taking down the tree and treating with some chemicals every now and then, or you can continue to treat it with chemicals even if the tree is standing. It just would be, you know, over every 5 years or so, you might want to have it looked at if the tree stays. So that will end the inspection at 4704 Kirby Avenue.